20 is the best age to be. It is socially.
I don't know about that one actually.
I agree. I think 20 is definitely the best age to be.
You don't really have much, stress about family. You're still young. You can do whatever you like without any burdens.
I agree.
I don't agree because I don't know what it's like.
I think 21 is the best age to be because you can do anything.
Why 21? You can do anything at any age.
No, because 21 is like, you're legal in America
That's
to go
true.
out.
Yeah, but you still can go out in America.
But there's just loads of things that are like, oh, are you going out illegally?
No. I would not be 18, 19, 20 again. I think the pressure on people that age is terrible now.
I just don't think you're mature enough either.
Personally, I'm kind of really looking forward to that extra bit of independence that's going to come with finishing education.
I don't agree.
No?
No. I'd love to be 4 again. Really? Yeah, I would.
Nah, I wouldn't say 20. What was I doing at 20?
I wouldn't necessarily say 34 is. I'd say mid-20s was pretty good. Once you got over 23, because there are some places that won't let you in as an under 23.
I can't really think of something that's the best age.
It's how you feel, not how old you are. You can be 60 and still be very much young at heart.
I'd like to be 20, but have the work I'm working now and know the stuff that I know now.
Maybe 55 is the best age to be. I don't know.
Hopefully we'll find out.
How adult do you feel these days on a scale from 0 to 5? Is there a number less than 0?
Adult.
Yeah.
How grown up do you feel these days on a scale of 1 to 5?
Oh, okay, I'd say 4.
4.
I'd say 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5.
Until recently, I probably would have said maybe about a 3.
I think I'm 2 out of 5.
4. Yeah.
Now, once they've been pregnant, it's kind of more escalating up to a 4.5 towards a 5.
I think everyone goes to 5 at some point. Probably, yeah.
I feel adult enough because I have child and family. But I wish I wouldn't be that grown up yet, maybe.
Say 2.
I'd say 2. I don't know if I should tell you about this. I randomly started talking to my mother about the process of buying a house. I was like, I'm curious, how do you go about buying a house or whatever? And damn, it's serious. You have to get a mortgage and loans, and I just thought that it was terrifying. And that made me feel rather unadulty and young.
I don't really want to feel like an adult anytime soon.
Yeah.
What's Dad's phrase? It's okay to grow old, just never grow up.
Yeah.
What does being an adult today mean to you?
Ooh, that's difficult. That is difficult.
I think probably all these, so getting married and having kids, getting your first permanent job, no longer being
financially dependent on your parents, to have completed my studies, not living
with your parents any longer, being mature and responsible.
I suppose all those would be true.
Definitely not getting married and having kids because, I know people younger than me that are engaged and have kids.
And are miserable.
Yeah.
Being mature and responsible, I suppose.
Yeah.
That would be it.
I think it's probably a mixture of a couple of them, to be honest. I think it's kind of getting your first permanent proper job with a proper responsibility, but then also being a bit more mature and responsible and not being like the child, I suppose.
I think I am very mature and responsible. Yeah.
Compared to a lot of people our age.
Yeah, I would say.
Definitely.
Not living with your parents any longer would being an adult to me, so.
No longer being financially dependent on your parents is definitely one anyway.
Yeah, that'd be one.
If you're still dependent on your parents, you're technically still a child. Like, an adult should be able to go out and get a job.
You see a lot of Premiership footballers who are no longer financially dependent on their parents, but you wouldn't describe them as adults.
Marriage and kids. That definitely forces you to be an adult. Unfortunately, you can't be a kid anymore if you have to take care of other people.
Being mature and responsible. That'd probably be like the closest. But life ain't fun if you're not a little bit immature. I still laugh at the word boobies.
Should I take that to you?
Yeah, come on.
in your opinion, becoming an adult should be about finding yourself, standing on your own 2 feet, starting off on the right foot, or settling down? Becoming an adult should be about
finding yourself, leaving home early and experimenting for as long as possible.
Trying to find out who you are as a person and what the world has to offer for you and what you have to offer for the world.
Standing on your own 2 feet. Yeah, that's part of being an adult, I suppose.
At that stage when you've moved on from the home, you're not a kid anymore, that feels like being an adult to me.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's about being able to handle things and, you know, take the world head on and not, you know, run back to mommy and daddy crying when you're out of food.
Well, leaving home early doesn't mean finding yourself. You're probably more likely to find yourself if you stay at home.
You could find yourself standing on your own 2 feet. Then you could find yourself settling down.
Got a zoned out there for
Okay, all right.
Sorry,
then.
man.
I'll move on. For you, having a successful life depends on having a family, having a good job, making lots of money, being happy. I think, to be honest, like...
You're going to go for the hippie answer?
The hippie answer, happy man.
Being happy. Being happy. Being happy, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love me some happiness and peace of mind. I can't trade that for anything.
Having a family, I would say.
I mean, you can have a family, you can have lots of money, but if you're not happy, then you have nothing.
In order to be happy, you're going to need the 3 answers before.
Yeah.
Family, good job, and
Do you
not
think that
lots of money, but
well, like a
enough
good
money.
job could imply, like, you know, going and working for someone like KPMG.
Oh no. Life and success isn't all about making lots of money.
You could have the highest paying job in the world and not be happy, and you'd just be miserable.
Money's great and all that, but you know, I plan on being a world famous author, and that's not working out very well. So it's more like I'm going to be starving writer.
You only live once, and you just want to have a happy life instead of stressful life. You know, to have someone closer to you. So, that means happy.
Being happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Said that together.
Yeah.